Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just feeds the running back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
The run inside. It's Edwards. Ripping through the defense. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Edwards. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Quick give. It's Morrow. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Finding space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Moving out to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Drops back on first down. They're all over him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He's got it. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They're testing the right side here.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, it's Edwards. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Play action with Reed. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. On the run, it's Baker. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Off play action. Misses badly on that one.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Slips through the line, and there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Throwing Reed. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. keep it on the ground. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. And here comes the field goal unit.
Number 94 on the field goal.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fresh setter down's going to the air. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back's got it on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gets rid of it.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Powers through the defender. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the 1st down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run.
Number 37, set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off. Looking for more room. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Reed. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Turns up, it's Washington. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's past the 30. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Wants to throw one first. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. He lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the number 17 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Washington coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide right, it's Kane. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Drops back on first down. Hit as he throws. Lucky to get it off.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And personally, I love the 4-3 defense because that's what I played in college. And as a defensive lineman, you get to penetrate more and take more gaps and make plays. They've done a really good job stopping the run this game, and I'm not surprised it's out of that 4-3.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got him quickly. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Left side is Washington. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers, and they take it in for 6 more points.
And I think he does a really good job here, dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. On the move, it's Baker. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's Reed to throw. Back's got it on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Running inside, it's Morrow. Turning it on, the 30, at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Texas A&M 24, Auburn 14. Set to advance on the front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So the final period starts with a second down play. Sends it back in motion. Second down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Washington. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Complete. 7-yard pickup on that one. Third down and 3 coming.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Right side, it's Washington. Inside the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Kane.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on fourth. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Right back to it. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Wants to throw one first. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Here's it toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.